Hello everybody, back here again with our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 21st, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, earlier than I wanted to, but not too bad. Woke up, got the dog out to the bedroom, the master bathroom, and that. Went to grab Bruce. I was like, he pooped on the floor again. You can smell it when I open the door. I was like, okay, no big deal. So I walked there, I get him, put him outside, and I turn the corner, and he's not only pooped on the floor, he has like diarrhea my whole entire living room and like part of my dining room. Like just walking around, just making a mess. It was a whole damn thing, and it's bad. So I go get the leash because the one dog is still sleeps in the crate overnight, just one, because the only way to get him to settle down and actually get sleep is to go in the crate, because otherwise he's just constantly going. So they still crate him at night. So went ahead, got the leash, put him on the leash so I didn't have to worry about him running through it and making it worse. So got him outside. Dogs are outside hanging out, all four of them out there having a good time, whatever. I went in, got my dustpan and my scraper and started scraping up what I could, which was not that much because it already started dry and stuff. It was not great. And when you got the actual mop bucket, a lot of times I can just like clean it up. You know, when you mess on the floor, it's pretty solid. You just get the dry mop, I got giant hand towels. I use like restaurant style kitchen towels that I soak down with a cleaner. I mix up myself, soak the floor, mop it up with that, flip it over, mop it up, and I'm good. That's why I wash that towel. This is the whole room. This is the whole thing. So I get the mop bucket, the big industrial style commercial mop bucket that I own, and I get it all set up, and I start mopping the floor, and I soak down the whole floor originally with my cleaning supply. Then I start mopping, and then I rinse, and I mop, and I rinse, and I mop, and I rinse, and I mop, and I rinse, and I get it clean finally. It was a lot. It was a lot. And there's just, it's not good. And it's way too early for this, and the smell's bad, and I'm like, this sucks. And one of the things I used to do often, because I have dogs that I watch, my business is I watch dogs. So one of the things I would do is randomly, once a month or so, I would kick all the dogs outside, and then I would go outside and we would turn on that ozone producing air filter that basically kills all odors on everything, just wipes them out, like 100%, kills all the germs, kills everything. And the thing is, it'll kill people too. So, but the problem with it is now, I realized since I've been in this house, there's never a time where like mom never leaves the house unless I take her somewhere. So I can't, and I like asked her to be outside for it. I asked her to sit outside with some of the dogs one time during a meet and greet, and it was like the end of the world for her. Like it was like she had bug spray on, so I'm like, you're out there for 20 minutes, like what the hell? But yeah, so it was that whole thing. It was just too much. I'm like, just wait inside. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So to ask her to wait outside for 4 hours, whatever, why, basically kill the air inside the house for all the smells and stuff is going to be impossible. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I went ahead and basically lit a bunch of candles, which I don't like, because you're just masking the poop smell and other smells, and kind of is what it is. But it's better than poop smell. So went ahead and said, heck with it. I lit up a couple candles, got that going, and then basically was able to bring the dogs back in as I kind of, some of them in, some of them out still. And my wife eventually, she got up, so when she was up, I could start feeding all the dogs, because the two labs I have right now are just food obsessed. The little pit that I have loves food and stuff, but doesn't care. Like he'll literally eat a little bit, and he'll wander away and come back and eat a little bit and wander away. And he would rather play than have food. Where the other two are just absolutely like, they'll knock you down and like just lose their damn minds. Like I put like a puzzle bowl out for them, and they still eat so fast through the puzzle bowl that I hear them like slightly choke themselves. Like it's that bad. I'm like, holy crap, dude, you guys really need to settle this shit down. So, but yeah, it is what it is. Went ahead and got that done, got them all fed and things stuff, and then wife was still in bed. But it kind of hadn't really. She was awake but not doing anything yet. I ran over and fed the cats I take care of. Got that all done. From there, on the way back, I saw a couple yard sale signs. I drove by one of them. I pulled up next to it, and I was like, no, not even walking through. So sometimes I feel bad for doing that, because I feel like I'm really judging you and your stuff when I pull up, stop in front of your driveway and look at your stuff, and then just like drive away. But I was like, this one's definitely not even worth walking around at. So then I saw a sign that said plant sale, so I turned down that road, heading there, and somehow missed it, and even had the address on. I was like, whatever. And I drove by, I'm like, what the hell? And I look back and I realized it's a guy who has a lot of plants anyway all the time. And so I think my mind didn't think that he was selling. So he has a bunch of stuff he grows in the yard. Like, he just has like nothing super exotic, but just a lot of stuff. And he had potted up a bunch of those things. He was selling them. So I went back and I ended up looking at a bunch of things. He has some really cool stuff. And he has a bunch of stuff in the backyard apparently that sounds like he sells like on eBay or something. It sounds like he actually sells a bunch of plants and stuff and has like a full-on business out of this, which is kind of cool. So, but I couldn't tell if it's on this property, if he has like a greenhouse somewhere else. I couldn't really tell either. But we were chatting a little bit and stuff, and ended up buying myself a crocodile fern, which is super weird looking, and the variations in the leaves and stuff look like crocodile scales. It's really kind of a creepy, weird ass looking plant. So, but I got it picked up, and we kind of chatted a little about how to basically propagate it, how to separate it, how to expand it, whatever you want to call it. So went ahead from there, grabbed it, and then they had a couple trees, but they weren't, I was looking for like a shade tree. I need more shade trees, but she's like, oh, this one right here is that tree right over there and stuff, He had two of them, and they were like $30 a piece, which was not expensive for trees. But there was not, even in full leaf right now, there was not a lot of shade coming through. It's kind of like more like a weeping willow type shade, and I need more dense, heavy duty shade. So they said in the winter, even down here, they still drop all leaves, which we have enough days in the winter that I wouldn't mind having some shade still. So, and especially where I want to put it, because I want it where it's more of a shade block for I can not have the sun shine directly into my face when I'm sitting out on the patio in the mornings. So, but went ahead from there, got done with that. Got back to the house. Didn't take much longer. Got back to the house, hung out with the dogs. Everybody was just kind of hanging out and chilling out and having a good time. And then we went ahead and got a couple other things accomplished. Just kind of nothing important, I guess is the best way to put it. Just kind of chilling out. And my wife was just back and forth in and out of the office, mostly in the office. She worked her ass off today. She did a ton of work. And it was getting that late midday thing. I was going to go for a run real quick, and then I get a text that says that she is laying down for a nap. And I was like, oh shit, if I just got down here, I was like, whatever and stuff, because should have went earlier. And I waited for her to get up, and she was still laying down. So I wanted to run early, but I didn't. So mom wanted to have Chinese. She said yesterday she wanted to have Chinese day. So I was like, cool, no big deal. Finally, wife kind of started stirring a little bit. It was getting late enough. I didn't have a choice. I had to go because I knew when I brought the dogs in, I was going to put one in the bedroom and so on and so forth. And it was going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. And then Seamus went home also. I forgot about that part. Seamus went home. The owner picked him up, and I guess she stepped on like a splinter on the dock, whatever, and jacked her foot up real bad. Like it's really tore up. So I felt bad for her there. But the dogs went home. The one dog went home. And then I went for my run, got back from my run, and basically I get there, and my mom is on the couch, and she is like just like shaking, like freaking out. She goes, and she's like, you guys have to go in my bathroom, and underneath my cabinet there's a hairspray with a plastic bag, and there's a null in there. And I'm like, okay. So I walk in the bathroom, like there's a lizard in her bathroom. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I walk in there stuff, and I open up the cabinet doors, and I don't see any hairspray in a plastic bag with a lizard underneath it kind of thing. And I go, I don't see anything underneath your cabinet. Like, what are you talking about kind of deal? And she loses her damn mind and starts screaming, oh, up the counter, and like it's to the point that I can't now walk away. She's like literally standing up and like shaking and screaming at me and stuff. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, calm the hell down here. Calm the fuck. She's like screaming. So I'm like, okay. I finally was like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I misunderstood under the can of hairspray on the counter as opposed to under the counter under a can of hairspray. Not the biggest goddamn problem here. I just didn't want to start moving things around if I didn't know where this thing was. So I pop up the can, I pop a plastic bag, and it's just a little teeny tiny, like a little tiniest baby. Like, oh my God, so adorable. Little house gecko, not even an old. So I pick it up, and I basically walk out, and I send her stuff, and she didn't kill it. She just got it plowed the plastic bag and stuff, and I put the can on top of it. And I walk out, and I'm like, hey, can I show you? She goes, you can't say nothing to me. She's like literally losing her goddamn mind. And I'm like, okay. So I go outside, I put it in one of my plants, I put it down so it can run off, and the dog's kind of sniffing at it, and I told him, like, leave it alone, don't be eating my damn lizard. So lizard runs off to live another day, everything's great. Come back in, and she is losing her damn mind. Like, I didn't know how they get in the house. And I'm like, they're literally half the thickness of a dime, and they can squish their body even thinner than that. So any gap in anything, any screen, any window, anytime you open the door, like you open this outside door the storm door, and inside there's a knoll or a house lizard and stuff right in the door. So you open the door and they fall off into the house stuff. They come in, like they'll jump on your purse as you're outside, and then you walk in. It's Florida. There's fucking lizards everywhere. She's like, I can't handle. And I look at the bathroom, and there's like she has like plastic stuff down in all the holes and stuff, and the vents in the sink. And I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. And she says, I can't. And I'm like, do you need to go talk to a therapist or something? Like this seems unrational. She's like, I know you think it's crazy. I'm like, I sold these things. Like, you were in a building where I had these as pets that you didn't freak out as bad. So what the hell's going on in your old age? You need to go talk to a therapist and stuff. Nah, she loses fucking screens. I said, do you need to go live somewhere else that, like, gets cold winters where these things can't live? Like, I will move you back to Iowa or whatever. Like, I don't know what the hell you want me to do here. And she's just flipping the fuck out. And this goes on like way a lot. And I'm just like, I know you think it's irrational. I said, yeah, I think it's irrational, but you have the right to do whatever the hell you want. You just cannot yell at me like it's my fault. You're making it sound like I let these summits in for fun, and I'm turning these things loose and shit. I ain't doing this crap. You're making it like it's my fault here. Like I didn't build a fucking tight house or some shit. Like I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm like, oh, whatever and crap. So I just walk away and I'm saying stuff, and I asked Karen if she wanted to order Chinese because I had to get a shower and stuff. She goes, well, see if she still wants to eat Chinese. I'm like, what the hell do you mean I want to eat Chinese? It was a fucking lizard. So I said, are you still want to have Chinese? Because she just do whatever you want. I'm not even gonna be able to eat tonight. And I'm like, oh, it was a fucking. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I told Karen, I said, it's up to you. We can get Chinese you want. She ain't eating. Who gives a shit? I said, we can do whatever you want, kind of thing. And she decided she didn't want to do Chinese. She wanted to do Chinese tomorrow. Fine, whatever. And I'm like, fuck it. So I went and hang out my shower, came out, and I'm like, hey, what do you want? I'm going to have a can of soup. Do you want soup? Do you want something else? Do you want to go get you Chinese? Do you want to order pizza? What do you want? She goes, oh, she wanted ramen noodles. So I made my wife ramen noodles. I had soup. My mom sat there on the edge of the couch, literally, like, not saying a word, just, like, decompressing, I guess, for the hell, the rest of the night. And nothing. So we chatted and talked, my wife and I did, and just went on as if she didn't exist. And then from there, I headed back outside, play with the 3D printer, have a cigar, play with all the dogs. And then my mother texted me and said she's going to bed. Said night, so she says, and I said night. That's it. And that's where we stand. So who knows what the hell happened with that. So from there, I came back in later, had my nice cigar out there, wrapped up, came in and watched a little bit of Hulu with my wife, and called it an evening. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.